Good afternoon. Scotland has reported more than 3,000 coronavirus cases overnight, a new record high. It comes amid warnings the highest level of caution is needed in the country. Scotland is due to move to level 0 on the 19th of July, with all remaining rules lifted by August the 9th. But one virologist says these should be reconsidered until the situation is under control, as Louise Hosey reports.
In 3 weeks' time, Scotland's lockdown restrictions are due to ease further. But concern is still mounting over the increasing number of coronavirus cases. Scottish Government figures show a total of 3,285 new cases reported overnight, the highest number since the start of the pandemic. The test positivity rate now stands at 12.6%, and today a warning from the First Minister.
These numbers are too high, and even if it is the case, as it appears to be right now, that a much smaller percentage of positive cases are ending up in hospital, even if that is only 3, 4, 5% now as compared to 10% earlier in the year, 3, 4, 5% of a big number of cases is still a lot of people ending up in hospital. So this is a moment for all of us to take care and make sure that we are doing everything we can to stop the virus spreading.
One virologist says despite the lifting of restrictions already being delayed, a further press of the pause button is needed.
We don't know the long-term consequences of infection or what the burden to the healthcare system is going to be. And until we have a better understanding of that and we get ahead of the spread of the virus by getting needles into arms and getting a higher percentage of the population vaccinated, then we're not in a position to consider further easing. We need to bring this back under control before we can do that.
Meanwhile, restrictions on weddings and funerals have eased across the country from today. Live entertainment is now allowed at weddings and suppliers are no longer part of the limit on guests. And at funerals, people from more than one household can carry a coffin. A new online portal which will allow every adult in Scotland to register for a vaccine is now open. The Scottish Government says the self-registration system is available to everyone over the age of 18 who has not yet had their first dose or has missed their first appointment. Louise Hosey, STV News.
Health boards have been given a £10 million fund to improve cancer waiting times. Health Secretary Humza Yousaf made the announcement in Fife this morning on a visit to one of Scotland's first early cancer diagnostic centres. The fund will be directed to where it's most needed in each region. The Queen has visited the home of Iron Brew as she began a 4-day visit to Scotland, making her first official visit north of the border since the death of her husband. The Queen was given a tour of AG Barr's factory in Cumbernauld. The 95-year-old monarch was joined by the Duke of Cambridge as she officially opened a new process facility. And finally, Andy Murray is preparing to make his comeback at Wimbledon. The two-time champion hasn't played singles at Grand Slam since 2017. He takes on Nicholas Basilashvili in the final round. The match is due to start later this afternoon. Well, the weather now, and it looks like a scorcher of a week ahead. Here's Sean with the details.
Blue skies and sunshine are in the forecast. TUI sponsors STV weather.
Good evening. Prepare yourselves for an absolute scorcher of a week, especially in the west of the country. Those temperatures perhaps peaking in the mid-20s tomorrow. Now, tonight staying very mild for most of us, 12 or 13 degrees. Still the risk of some showers around Edinburgh, Midlothian and also across South Lanarkshire, but most of those should fade away. Then tomorrow, a beautiful day, lots of lovely blue skies, a little bit of misty weather in the very far west across the Hebrides, but temperatures possibly peaking around 26 in Glasgow, which would make it our warmest day of the year so far. A bit more cloud around, temperatures not quite as high on Wednesday, but the sunshine returns on Thursday and the temperatures rise once again. Bye-bye.
TUI sponsors STV weather.
And that's all we've got time for this afternoon. I'll have a late bulletin for you after the football this evening, so join us then if you can. Bye-bye.